Her young woman, full of life, sets out on a dream road trip with her fiancé, documenting her adventures, smiling for the camera, unaware of the tragedy about to unfold. What was supposed to be a cross-country journey of love and adventure turned into a case that captivated the nation. A cryptic disappearance, a missing fiancé, and a heartbreaking discovery in the wilderness. This is the tragic case of Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito was a 22-year-old woman from Blue Point, New York. She was young, full of dreams, and deeply in love with her fiancé, Brian Laundrie. Together, they planned an incredible road trip across America, documenting every moment on social media. Gabby loved adventure, photography, and sharing her experiences. Through Instagram and YouTube, she let the world into her journey, posting stunning landscapes, van life clips, and happy moments with Brian. But beneath the smile, something was terribly wrong. In July 2021, Gabby and Brian set off on their road trip in a white Ford Transit van, traveling through national parks and scenic routes across the US. But by August, things started to unravel. August 12th, Moab, Utah. Police body cam footage captured an emotional confrontation between Gabby and Brian. A 911 caller had reported a domestic dispute, claiming they saw Brian hitting Gabby. When police arrived, they found Gabby sobbing, distraught, while Brian remained calm. The officers separated them for the night but let them continue their journey the next day. What happened after that remains one of the most debated parts of this case. By late August, Gabby's communication with her family became strange. She last FaceTimed her mom on August 24th. The next day, there was a text from Gabby's phone, but something felt off. It simply read, "No service in Yosemite." But Gabby wasn't in Yosemite. On September 1st, Brian Laundrie returned home to Florida, alone. No Gabby, no explanation. He immediately hired a lawyer and refused to talk to the police. Gabby's family was desperate. They filed a missing person report on September 11th, nearly 2 weeks after Brian came home. The case exploded across social media. True crime enthusiasts, influencers, and even celebrities joined the effort to find her. Then, something suspicious happened. On September 14th, Brian disappeared too. His parents claimed he went on a hike in a nearby reserve, but never returned. The search for both Gabby and Brian was now a national manhunt. On September 19th, 2021, search teams in Wyoming's Grand Teton National Park made a devastating discovery. A body, later confirmed to be Gabby Petito. The autopsy revealed she had been strangled to death. The entire nation mourned. But one question remained: where was Brian Laundrie? Weeks passed. Theories swirled. Some believed he was in hiding. Others suspected he had died in the wilderness. Then, on October 20th, 2021, authorities found human remains in Florida's Carlton Reserve. Alongside them were a backpack, revolver, and a notebook. Brian Laundrie's notebook. The remains were confirmed to be Brian's. He had died by suicide, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But it was his notebook that contained the biggest revelation, his written confession to killing Gabby.
I ended her life. I thought it was merciful, that it was what she wanted. But I see now all the mistakes I made. I panicked. I was in shock. From the moment I decided took her pain away, I knew I couldn't go on without her. Please do not make life harder for my family. They lost a son and a daughter, the most wonderful girl in the world. I'm sorry to everyone this will affect. Gabby was the love of my life. I am ending my life not because of fear of punishment, but rather because I can't stand to live another day without her. If you're reading this, please don't try to make sense of it all. I loved her. I loved her. I loved her.
But despite this so-called confession, many questions remain. Was this really an act of mercy? Or was it an attempt to shift blame and justify his actions? For Gabby's family, this was not justice, this was not closure. Brian had taken his own life, leaving them with more pain, more unanswered questions, and no opportunity to face him in court. With both Gabby and Brian gone, the case was closed, but so many questions remain. Did Brian plan the murder? Some believe the road trip was a setup, that he intended to kill Gabby and escape. Did his parents help him hide? Many suspect they knew more than they admitted, especially after they waited days before reporting him missing. The case left behind a legacy and a warning about toxic relationships hidden behind social media perfection. Gabby's story touched millions, a young woman full of dreams silenced far too soon. In her memory, her family created the Gabby Petito Foundation, advocating for missing persons and domestic violence awareness. They fight so no other family endures the same heartbreak. Gabby Petito's name will never be forgotten, but one question lingers. How many more Gabbys are out there waiting for justice? If you or someone you know is in a dangerous relationship, seek help. You are not alone.